Hey everybody, this is Reapy Ron, and today we're going to be talking about The Midnight Meat Train. The movie starts out with a drunk man on his way home falling into maple syrup. It isn't soon after that he then realizes that he's late to the pancake party, and he better get going to it quick. Limitless then shows up to stalk women for some reason. This is Leon, played by Bradley Cooper, and his girlfriend Maya, played by Leslie Bibb. Leon is a photographer that wants desperately become Jake Gyllenhaal.
What?
Susan likes her artist, young, male.
Leon soon after that meets the killer businessman from Hostel Part 2, and Brooke Shields, who in this movie doesn't actually get naked, which is kind of odd if you think about it. Leon then dreams of the pancake party in the subway that he saw earlier. After waking from his dream, Leon decides to go do what he does best: stalk random people in the street. He comes across some gang members that are trying to molest some girl, but all of them kind of look like they crapped their pants and aren't really sure if they should be angry or sad. Anyway, Leon saves the girl, and I'm sure that she's going to be going on to live a full and happy life. Or not. The girl that we just saw got killed shows up in the newspaper that Leon reads, and decides to go to the cops and try his damnedest to not act like a crazy person while trying to explain that he was following a woman and taking pictures of her. See how that goes.
Yeah, I wasn't stalking her, if that's what you're indicating. Look, I saw these guys. I thought that they looked suspicious, so I followed them.
We then cut back to the train where the butcher wants to show this girl the CGI effects that his hammer has. And it's a pretty cool scene, honestly. Also, side note, he must have one hell of a golf swing. The Butcher is played by Vinnie Jones, who you may know from Lock, Stock, and Two Barrels, and the Juggernaut from X-Men. The next day, the Butcher then notices that Leon is stalking him and wants to show him his cool ring. Leon then realizes the girl who died was helped by the hand that had that same ring. So then Leon decides to follow the Butcher more and more, just like a creeper, until he gets stopped by a cop for being a creeper. Later on the train,
Life is like a box of chocolate.
Hey, I was gonna make a Forrest Gump joke. Also, is that Mr. T? Mr. T is on this train. The Butcher then realizes that he wants an autograph, but he's shy. We then find out that Rampage Jackson has one serious weakness: exploding head effects. Happens to the best of us. We also learn that the Butcher's name is Mahogany.
Clean up the mess.
Because Mahogany then decides to go home and figures that this would be a great time to cut barnacles off of his chest and add them to his collection. Gross. Bradley Cooper then decides to take a part-time job as a butcher and wants to shoot more pictures with his camera crotch, I guess. Leon is then found by Mahogany and runs to the meat room. Both Leon and Mahogany actually do something kind of smart, with Mahogany looking underneath all the meat to see where, obviously, one of them still has legs. and Cooper decides to climb up to where you can't see his legs. Ultimately, this doesn't help though, as Leon's sixth sense kicks in, and he decides to go and knock over Bill from accounting. Screw you, Bill. Leon then decides to go crazy and tell his girlfriend about it. This goes about as well as you think it would.
She got abducted. This is the train she went in on. That's his hand. You know how I know it? Because I took another photograph earlier of him going down into the subway, the same subway. I totally got him.
After running away from his girlfriend, Leon decides to go back to the train station, but this time, he wants to get on the murder train.
Candy. You want to buy some candy?
Sorry, man.
And not even help out some inner city kids that are selling candy. At least one person is nice enough to buy some candy. Unfortunately, though, he's gonna cave their skulls in and take their body apart. He doesn't have to pull their teeth and eyes out. He just really wants to add them to his barnacle collection. Mahogany then finds Leon, and rather than killing him, he just figures, let the monsters from the Descent play with him for a little bit. They need a workout. Later, Leon reveals to his girlfriend that Mahogany took his camera, and she's getting the brilliant idea of her and her friend from Hostel 2 that they should go and break into the psychopath's house to try to find his camera. And this is what you get for breaking and entering into somebody's house. You get an unnecessary jump scare. Also, you're probably going to find a collection of scabs in a jar. Oh, and somebody found the camera. Too bad you know this guy wasn't going to make it. Maya's sixth sense kicks in, and it seems like a lot of people in this movie have that for some reason. And she decides to run away from Mahogany with his notebook. Take that, Bill, from accounting. He needs those for tax forms. Leon is then shown at his photo gallery with Brooke Shields acting snobby. Leon then realizes that he can't take this anymore because he's been here longer than 5 minutes, and everybody here is much crazier than him, and decides to leave. Maya gets her boss gun and threatens a cop for information. Meanwhile, Leon is suiting up for his first LARP meetup. Leon wants to catch the next train, but then realizes that his girlfriend is an idiot. And a terrible shot. How do you miss something the size of a brick wall? It's also shown that Mahogany is a better shot with a hammer than this girl is with a gun. But not to worry, Leon shows up just in time to get his ass kicked by Mahogany. This leads to a standoff of Mahogany and Leon kicking the living crap out of each other with honestly a pretty cool looking scene. And this is the look of a man who is not ashamed of eating all the syrup at the pancake party. Leon pushes Mahogany out of the train before they can reach their final destination, where demons below the city come to feed on the corpses that the train brought. For reasons. Also, Mahogany isn't dead. Leon tries to play skullball with him, but it turns out that he's not very good at this game. He is, however, very good at bone shanking, and too bad for Mahogany, there's still a little bit of money left in the budget. After this, we find out that Leon is then assigned as the next butcher. His first French kiss with a demon goes very, very horrible. And his girlfriend has her still beating heart ripped out of her chest. The movie then goes back to the start, with Leon throwing the best pancake party you've ever seen. And you know what I could really go for right now? Some waffles. The Midnight Meat Train was released in 2008, and it was based off of a short story by Clive Barker called The Midnight Meat Train. This can be found in his book, Books of Blood, which I actually happen to own. It's a collection of very short stories. Midnight Meat Train is only about a 90-page book, I think. Clive Barker is also the writer and creator of Pinhead from Hellraiser. Actually, just Hellraiser in general. And a slew of other horror movies, books, and children's novels. Yeah, overall, The Midnight Meat Train is a really fun horror movie. I liked it. It was pretty entertaining. It is completely free on Netflix at the moment, so if you have Netflix, you can go and get it. If not, you can probably find it somewhere else. I think it was on Amazon for like $2 to rent it or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to give Midnight Meat Train, as its overall score to me, a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty solid horror movie, and I liked it. I'm surprised that it is somewhat underrated and somewhat unknown. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have been having a good day, keep on having a good day. If you guys have been having a bad day, I hope this video made your day just a little bit better. I hope to see all of you guys next time. Until then, stay cool, and bye.